I'll double check the person, but I'm pretty sure I remember it's you, right? Yeah, you're in 2 whole memories. The fact that you're in 2 whole memories makes me think I might be able to find you. Because you're in the Doom, you're just getting killed. And I'm supposed to be able to identify who you are somehow. So one would hope that the other chapter is the one I can identify you in. Where was it? Did I lose it? Am I missing it in the monochromaticness? There it is. The answer is yes. Yes, I was losing it in the monochromaticness. Alright, so I got to murder chapter 3 via the first mate's room downstairs. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious about why you're even in that chapter. First mate's room is the back left. Thankfully, our character just walks over things that are in their way to some extent. Yeah. Yeah, yep, chapter 3, part 3.
On your toes.
Go back!
Here.
Captain!
Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us!
Give it up.
That's the kidnapping. What happened to the guy? Is he just... He's not gonna just be this guy over here or something, right? No. That's the guy who was executed. Oh, were you stabbed in the leg? Is that all I get to go on? Who the fuck were you? Hang on. Load her up, best pushed off. Yeah. Shit. You don't even say anything in either of the chapters that you're apparently in. He has no spoken lines as far as I can tell. Son of a bitch. Maybe from his clothing you can gather something, but holy crap. That is not a lot to go on. Are you a process of elimination character I have to fill in? Or is there something I can get from your clothing? Because your clothing's a little odd. He doesn't look like somebody who works on the ship. He's got a buttoned up vest. That seems like not accurate for their uniforms, right? Like you're wearing just a shirt. And you're just wearing a shirt. Yeah. Like people tend to just be wearing some kind of shirt or something. Pretty much like across a lot of the crew. More shirts. Always more shirts. But this guy's got like a button vest, so maybe I can context that a little bit, because shit, none of this identifies anybody really, right? Biggest signifiers and stuff are, for example, the other language and everything, but we've already identified those people, so it's not really relevant anymore. Let's see here. The bosun's mate? Maybe. Carpenter. Ooh. Huh. Winston Smith, Marcus Gibbs. Americans? That's interesting, isn't it? The only Americans. Something that might slip past me because it doesn't stand out as being an unusual voice. So I got it. So its distinctions don't jump out at me. So the Americans might have slipped by without me even registering. Oh wait, those aren't English accents for once. Or those aren't European accents at all, any of them. The Carpenter and the Carpenter's Mate are both American. man, did I go the whole game without noticing Americans? Like their voices? The butcher, gunner's mate. I would not expect a butcher to be wearing a button vest. And there's stewards. I think the stewards might be kids or teenagers or younger looking people, but I'm not really sure, honestly. Just kind of going at it a little bit. Ship steward, midshipman. But yeah, I don't think he's any of those people. I think he's at least in the top 30 people, which thankfully are the people we've largely gotten rid of. That's why it goes 4 to 16 on the first page, and then freaking 17 to 33 on the second page. Like, we've eliminated most of those people. I think he's in the first 30-ish. My money might be on carpenters. I just hope for more than that. Let's see. You've got long boots. That doesn't really stand out much. You were stabbed. Those weapons are just kind of around. You have a vest. How are these the only chapters you're in? Does the vest signal? Wait. His hand's on the wheel. That might not be relevant, but his hand's on the wheel in the picture. Am I crazy, or is there like somebody's legs right here? It looks like... It totally looks like there's like somebody's pants sticking up right here, somehow. Oh, he's glitching out. You're glitching out in the picture. That's his arm and that's his legs, but he's like weirdly faded out in the background when he's supposed to be up here. Like, that's his arm and that's his arm again. That's his pants again. Weird. What if you're the helmsman? You are touching the wheel. Is that the wheel, though? What is this? No. What is this? It's some kind of weight, right? Because, yeah, the steering wheel should be... Is it not? Where do you... I'm gonna learn about ships today, aren't I? Maybe. No, it's not around here. What is that? Oh, that's just what bolts it down. One of the chickens got out, you guys. Who's supposed to be watching the chickens? They're doing a bad job watching the chickens. Let's see, this is the back of the boat. I can't see past this point. Can you see the steering wheel on these things? This is like a crank for, I think that's... Nothing's attached here. There's a bunch of individual... Yeah. Huh. I'm not super sure. That might be for unfurling the thing, where it might be for this door that opens. This might be how they... Yeah, I think that's what I'd put my money on, is that I think they use this to move stuff up and down when it's... Like in chapter 1. When they're moving stuff downstairs. Okay. Is this how you steer the ship, then? It's got like a weight on it. What is the weight? It's like a counterweight. And this is like a... This looks like a whistle. I'm super unclear, honestly. I'll try to keep this guy in mind, but it says he won't show up in any other part of the story. Well, whatever happened, he was stabbed in this chapter, but that did not kill him because he's still around in the later chapter where he then disappears. We don't have a ton to go on as far as I'm aware. I kind of want to walk over to the carpenter's area, though, and see if there's any kind of... I wouldn't really expect it, but maybe there's like clothing around? Or maybe now that I have access to the full ship, I can correctly identify at least where the steering wheel is. Yeah, there's the steering wheel. No, never mind. That's not a steering wheel. What is that? I think you can put sticks... Yeah, I think you can put poles through those holes and you can, like, twist it potentially, maybe. It might just be some of the, I think some of the things that stick up on ships are just kind of anchor points that you can tie ropes to. That might be its entire purpose, actually. I know noise carries through these. There's a wheel up here. I mean, a bell, not a wheel. That was just a misspeak altogether. Huh. Yeah, I don't even know how to steer these ships. It'd probably, I mean, it would be the sails and stuff, right? I guess there wouldn't necessarily be a wheel for actually steering it. It's just that, it's just the rigging, right? Just a bunch of complicated, like, moving ropes around and tying things off and so on. Like, the crew just steers the ship based on commands, potentially. This might be a form of communication or something. Where touching it might, doing things with it might be able to indicate what you want to do with it or something. It'd be incredibly convenient if I went to, like, the carpenter's quarters. And then there in the carpenter's quarters, there was just, like, you know, a vest hanging there. I'm like, oh yes, he wears the vest. I'm right, I did it. It's not going to be that easy. Well, it felt like a good idea. Let's see. Carpenter shop's in the back right. It felt like a good idea to, go to the guy that's only in 2 chapters, figuring, oh, well, they must identify who that guy is in those 2 chapters. No. Yeah, in this room, you just see a bunch of hammers. Hammers, picks, axes, bunch of drawers. Not a lot to go on. I might be able to intuit that's the carpenter based on his costume, but it's not much, it's not really saying much. He's just wearing a vest. I'm not comfortable, even if I am right, I'm not entirely comfortable with that being why I'm right, if you know what I mean. Let's see. The captain's steward. Do I know what happened to you? So we have the calling part 6. Unholy Captives Part 4. What happened to you? He has 3 memories. Didn't I just find 4 though? Am I crazy, or does it not say how he died? This is him being shot. And this guy was there. They're back at the captain. Recover the boats. Hold your fire. He was present for that. Wait, what happened to you? Did I just find something interesting? What's going on here? At this point, we've seen what happened to everybody, right? So I'll click on you. See, you perished. You disappeared. You perished. I'm just clicking on random faces. I already know what happened to you. I gotta go on mystery people. Yeah, so... Okay. I should avoid those people, I think. I think I need to avoid those people. It doesn't say what happened to them at the end. They're not even listed as as having disappeared. Like, you disappeared. But this handful of characters, like the captain, stewards, and that one guy that I think is one of the third or fourth mates, they don't have a disappearance even. They just stop being in the game all of a sudden. That's noteworthy. So people like that, I should just ignore them, I think. You're shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Because we have a chapter called The Bargain that happens midway through the story that they're not going to tell me what happened in, which means we have incomplete information and there are characters we won't identify. How about you? You perished in Escape Part 5. What was that again? You get clubbed. What's all this, you damn fool? God damn. A seaman killed what I'm fairly certain is... Is he standing right next to the guy? That's the guy that killed him right there next to him on the map. I'm pretty sure you're the third or fourth mate, so it's kind of a big deal that you were killed. Huh. I want to track you down. So let's see your memories. Because you, I think we can identify. And in fact, I'm going to work on people that have 2 notches right now. And see if I can figure out who those people are. And what happened to them. And so on. And I have your fate already. Let's see. But yeah, he's in a lot of the events because he always shows up constantly. This is all during the escape where he runs down and gets clubbed. He says there's a mutiny and he gets killed as a result of that. So he is not a mutineer. I want to check. I don't know where he was during the course of this story necessarily. I don't know. We could try escape. Let's try tracking this guy and see where he goes throughout the chapter a little bit. Otherwise, I can try checking Soldiers of the Sea. I want to see him, if I can catch him coming out of one of these rooms, because that makes it really clear. Let's find the corpse for the escape. The back of the gun deck. Which is where I am? No, I'm downstairs. This is the kind of stuff that I think I'll keep in the edit. Because I am hypothesizing and coming up with ideas and testing things. I'm not... Even if it doesn't result in something, I don't consider this me being stuck at the very least. I'm working on threads. And figuring out what I can do with that.
Put me down! Let go!
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
It's a squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
For that... The beast is dead. How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Your mate was torn apart. I remember this. This guy seemed... Oh yeah, it's that guy, right. So the bosun's mate is French. Yeah, this is built in. This is done. This is all good. So somebody torn apart in a previous chapter is the Frenchman. Where does the bargain fit in? Oh. It happens like this chapter starts with him dying from being torn apart by the octopus and seeming, or squid or whatever, and not being aware that it's gone yet. So based on that, the bargain chapter must be them getting rid of it somehow via whatever's going on with that box or whatever. So who's torn apart this chapter? Is it you? You blew up. You were crushed. You were crushed. Blasted by cannon. Crushed. Crushed. Clubbed. Okay. This is the only one that's explicitly torn apart by a terrible beast, and we don't know his name. He's probably the Frenchman, the bosun's mate, Charles Minor. I'm hoping. I don't know, his clothing choice is a little weird. But yeah, like the guy was the bosun. The bosun's mate was torn apart by the beast. It might have happened during the bargain chapter though, so it might have been one of those characters instead. But right now, that's somebody I knew who was torn apart by the beast. I'm gonna guess that that's the bosun's mate, and we're gonna see if that pans out over time. Cool. Unexpected leads that I wasn't expecting. Shit, that's who I'm looking for. Shit. No, I was really hoping to see you come out of one of these rooms. Oh, you're the first mate, aren't you? From the beginning? Yeah. Alright, so you're in that chamber right now. You're a split hair guy. I still don't know who you are. You might be the first mate's guy, just because he seemed to really care about you. This is the guy that was like, "Ah, get the medic thing, we'll take care of him," when this guy was dying. So he might be your guy. That might be a reasonable guess to go with. I can't check any of the back rooms. Is there a hallway here? No, that's downstairs. Okay, so there is no back room to check anyway. Damn it. So, fourth mate, third mate. Closed. Closed. Not helpful into me telling me which one you're from. Who's here with you? The other guy I'm confused about. Great. So, we're probably not going to see them going to the right places right now. But you were really... Yeah, he was really concerned about you. Do we still not know who knifed you? It was this chapter, wasn't it? Oh wait, I think we know who knifed you. It's just I don't know their name, right? Let's see. We're saying the first mate's steward is Paul Moss from Wales. I don't know why I think that though. I wish I knew why I thought that. It's an uncertainty knowing which things to overwrite and which things to leave. I do not remember why I thought that. That's the captain steward, wrong guy. Huh. Why do I think that? Is anyone in there with you, by the way? That'd be useful information. Nope. Alright. This is neat. Hop into a chapter for a certain reason, fail completely at getting progress with that reason, but then make progress for other reasons. Unrelated. No bodies in these doors, right? I believe there was no one in these rooms. You're gonna tell me that there was a hang on. You're gonna tell me the first mate had had this leg just hanging outside his room for like the majority of the story, and he was like, eh, whatevs. I don't think these rooms are gonna help me much unless I see somebody coming out of them. And knowing which chapter that might happen in is an adventure. I'm doubling back a little bit because I'm not entirely sure which person, if it was still this guy's memories I was looking at that point. He perished in the calling. That's not what I'm looking for. Whoa. Look at that. Wait, that's the wrong guy. Hang on a second. You dummy. That's who I'm looking for. I was like, hang on a minute. Soldiers of the Sea Part 3, Part 4. So his first appearance in Soldiers of the Sea, I believe, is Part 3. Yeah, during this whole segment, he is out and about doing stuff during this whole segment, and they all connect directly to each other. He probably doesn't go back to his room. Yeah, so based on that... Oh, what's that? The Calling Part 6. You're in that chapter? Oh, I need to check that. I need to check that. If I see him in through the window, it'll reveal that he's the fourth mate. If I see him through that window. Oh shit. There's an idea. Oh, let's get on the main deck and look for the Calling Part 6. If not that, I'll see if he comes storming out of his room during the other one. It's not 6. You. That's the one. I have an idea.
Ahoy! Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield! Hold your fire!
Yeah. Let's look at that map, huh? To be sure I'm exactly where I think I am. God damn it. Q... Ship map. I'm currently facing... I'm here, which is the fourth mate's room. You're the fourth mate. You're in his room, so you're the fourth mate, which means the other guy's the third mate. I finally have it. So you're the fourth mate. Yeah. So overboard to his death matches some of these people. Oh right, those are the people whose names I know. That's 50% right there. That's 30 out of 60. More than 50% if you count that this is a separate thing we can't work on right now, at least. Ha ha! This game makes me feel clever. And maybe just a little bit, I am. I think everyone in this scene is completely solved, aren't they? Yeah. I think everyone's basically set in stone at this point. Wop, 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 wop. Wop, 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 wop. Wop, 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 wop. The sound effect's a little funny to me when you do this, and it goes bop, 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 bop. Yeah, we brought the conch back, and they were all dead. Most of the bodies didn't come back with you, did they? Where'd you dump the rest of the bodies? Or I guess did they all get pulled in? You're the only crew member you brought back. You brought back the two passengers you kidnapped, but not even one crew member is on these boats. Kind of significant. Yeah, they're tied to each other underwater. Huh. I don't suppose I can tell who that is from up here. Probably doesn't really help me solve anything, to be honest. Yeah, let's, oh, right. Crew. I think this is a reasonable guess. So I'm gonna go with it. I'm pretty sure, as a result, that I confirmed that you are... You're fourth mate. You're second mate. They even all have the same hat. You must be third mate. I don't know what happens to you, but you must be third mate. Martin Perot. There we go. Yeah, the captain and the first mate both have sideways hats. Whereas the third mate, the second mate, and the fourth mate have like the same hat, basically. Seems pretty straightforward to identify them thusly. Still don't have you identified. I mix you guys up, I think. That you're the third mate, based on those hats. But you're the other guy with the big beard. So I've mixed these two up with each other a few times, I think. You were shot by an unknown attacker. What other officers could there be? Well, you are an unknown officer. That's accurate. I guess that I should put that down. The helmsman, maybe? Not the butcher. How many people are left? I've accounted for the mates. I don't think the carpenters look like that. You might be the helmsman or something, or the steward? Number of people you could be is quickly reducing. We're gonna take a break, though.